What if I told you that you can deploy your Laravel projects on shared hosting with a single command? That's right, this is now possible. In this video, I'm going to show you two ways how you can deploy your Laravel projects on shared hosting. First, we will walk through the manual deployment process, setting up the server, cloning the project, creating EN file, running Artisan commands, building and uploading assets. And then it comes the fun part. I'm going to show you an open source package I developed that does all this with a single Artisan command. It generates SSH keys, connects your GitHub repository, adds deploy keys, and clones your private repository. It installs dependencies, builds assets, uploads them on the server, and it even generates workflow for automatic deployment. By the end of this video, you will know how to go from a fresh server to fully automated deployment pipeline with just one Artisan command. Let's dive in. Before we start, quick shout out to Hostinger for sponsoring this video. I have been using Hostinger for past several years, and in my opinion, it is the best shared hosting provider out there. It provides a really amazing price to value ratio. Their control panel is really clean, SSH is built in, and deploying Laravel projects, even React and Vue-based ones, are surprisingly smooth. Right now, they have Black Friday sale, so it is the best time to grab their hosting. Go to the website hostinger.com/theCodeHolic or click to the first link in the video description. You can click on this claim deal and have everything what is included in this price. The longer period you choose, the greatest saving you're gonna make. Additionally, you can use my coupon code TheCodeHolic to get extra 10% off. If you decide to get the hosting, click on continue, then you have to fill up your personal information, credit card details, and you will be inside Hostinger's control panel. Click to the link in the video description to get started, and thank you Hostinger for sponsoring this video. Once you create an account and purchase hosting, you will be redirected to the following screen. From here, we're going to set up our hosting as well as our domain. I'm going to click skip here. I'm going to create new website. I'm going to choose empty PHP HTML website, and here I'm going to choose a domain. As you can see, I have one free domain available which comes with shared hosting, so I'm going to grab that. Let's search for laraveldemo.io. That is available, and I think it's a perfect domain, so I'm going to choose that. Click on next. Because we are registering a new domain, we have to enter our personal information. In the following form, we're going to enter our contact details and then click on finish registration. Then we have to choose hosting location. I recommend to choose the location which is close to your user base. Now it is going to take several seconds or minutes to set up our hosting. We can already see the hosting is ready. However, domain still is in connecting phase. If I click on these three lines, we're going to see left sidebar navigation menu. From here, we have ability to change our hosting plan to monitor resources. Under security, we have ability to check SSL. From domains, we can add several subdomains. From website, we have ability to add more websites to our hosting. From files, we have access to the file manager, backups, and even FTP accounts. From databases, we can create MySQL databases and access them using phpMyAdmin. And inside advanced, we have ability to control DNS settings, PHP configurations, cron jobs, SSH access, Git, and much more. Let's scroll up and click on security and SSL. Because this is new hosting and new domain, the SSL needs some time to be set up properly. While this is being installed, let's go into menu and search for PHP. Then under advanced, click on PHP configuration, and from here we have several options. We can change the PHP version. We can go into PHP extensions tab and enable and disable extensions. Or we can go into PHP options tab and enable several options or remove some functions from disable functions option. I'm going to remove exec from here because we will need exec function to create symbolic link of storage folder. Scroll down below, click on save. Right now, I'm going to go into PHP version and set this to the latest stable version. Now let's create Laravel project. First, we're going to search for SSH, click on that SSH, and we have to enable SSH. There are two methods to authenticate on the server using SSH, using password and using public-private keys. If you know what is public-private key and you have public key, you can click on this Add SSH key and add your public key. But for now, I'm going to choose a simpler method and use password-based authentication. First, we're going to click on this Change and change SSH password. If you have any terminal which supports SSH, you can copy the following command and execute in your terminal. If you don't have such terminal, I recommend to download PuTTY. Inside PuTTY, we have to enter the IP address of the server, port, and we're going to click on Open. We have to click on Accept, enter username, and password we provided. Now we are inside the server. Now let's type ls-la on the server, and we're going to see domains here. If we navigate into domains and type ls-la, we're going to see the only domain we have right now assigned into our hosting. When we try to access to this domain in the browser, if the SSL certificate is installed, we're going to see this under HTTPS. If the SSL certificate is still installing process, we're going to see this under HTTP. Not secure. In my case, SSL certificate is still in installing process, and as it says, it may take up to an hour. That's not a problem. We can go ahead and install our project even without SSL right now, and the SSL, when it's activated, it will be added automatically. Now we are inside domains folder. I'm going to navigate into laraveldemo.io, and here we have public HTML. If we navigate inside public HTML, we have a single default PHP file. The default PHP file renders the following content. We are going to change this. I am inside home directory domains laraveldemo.io public HTML file. I'm going to go back and I am going to delete entire public HTML folder. But later, I'm going to create symbolic link of this public HTML folder because Hostinger looks for that public HTML file. I'm going to execute rm-rf* to remove everything from here. Now, I don't have anything in this following folder, and I'm going to clone my repository here. This is my brand new Laravel React Starter Kit. This is a public repository, and we're going to install that. I'm going to click on code, then HTTPS, and copy the following URL. Let's go into our terminal, and I'm going to execute git clone, paste the URL, and then space and dot. That dot means to clone the repository in the current directory. Now everything has been cloned. We are inside laraveldemo.io, and if I type ls-la, we see a Laravel project structure inside. Now I'm going to execute composer install. Next, we have to create env file. I'm going to execute cp env example into env. Then we have to generate applications public key. We have public folder which contains index.php, but we want public HTML folder. So I'm going to create symbolic link by executing ln-s public space public_html. This means create public HTML symbolic link of public folder. If I hit the enter, then type ls-la, we're going to see public HTML, which is a symbolic link into public folder. Now we need to execute migrations. We can execute PHP Artisan migrate, which will create tables inside SQLite database. Or if we want to use MySQL database, we need to go into MySQL section, click on remote MySQL, click create new database, enter database name, username, give it some password, and create. Now we have to execute vim.env and edit env file. Then we're going to hit on I on our keyboard to go into insert mode, go down, and we're going to change this DB connection to be MySQL, DB host uncommented, port can be the default one, database is the name what we just given to our database. We can find this right here. Instead of Laravel, paste that. Username will be this, and password will be our secure password. Now we're going to hit escape on our keyboard, then colon W and Q to write and quit, and we can re-execute PHP Artisan migrate. Now these migrations are executed in MySQL database. Now if we check the result in browser, we see this vite error. That's because we need to build assets. Typically, shared hostings don't provide Node.js, so we cannot build assets on the server itself. We need to build assets locally, then commit and push that in our repository, or we can simply build this locally, then take the folder and put this in our hosting. This is my project locally. Let me execute npm run build. Assets have been built, and if we go inside public folder, we're going to see build folder here. Now let's go into Hostinger management section and search for file manager here, and then click on access files of laraveldemo.io. Scroll down below and go inside public. Then we can drag our build folder and put inside file manager. Now we can refresh our website and we're going to see it up and running, and this is a React Laravel starter kit. Let's click on register. The account was created and we have been authenticated as well. And if we click on this, we can see connection is secure, meaning SSL certificate installation process has also been completed. If our project uses storage as well, we can execute PHP Artisan storage link to create symbolic link of storage folder. Now let's see new and simpler way to deploy our projects on Hostinger's shared hosting. But first, I'm going to delete my website. And if we refresh Hostinger panel, we're going to see this migration process again. Let's choose create website, empty PHP HTML website, and I'm going to choose this laraveldemo.io domain. Choose the location, click on next. Since we reset our server, exec command is still disabled and we have to remove this. PHP configuration, update PHP version as well, PHP options, remove exec. This time, we're going to deploy a Laravel plus Vue.js starter kit on Hostinger. Let's go into hPanel and I'm going to click on SSH. Let's activate SSH. Next, make sure you download and install PuTTY. Once you install PuTTY, PuTTYGen will also be installed. You have to open PuTTYGen from your start menu and click on generate. We're generating public-private keys, and right now you're going to move your mouse randomly, absolutely randomly, and based on your mouse movement, it is going to generate random public-private keys. We're going to click on Save Public Key. I'm going to choose my home directory on Windows, SSH folder, and I'm going to call this id_rsa.pub. Now let's save private key as well. Yes. And inside the same folder, I'm going to call this id_rsa.ppk. We can use these public-private keys right now to authenticate on our server without password. But I'm going to also export open SSH key. Yes. And in the same folder again, I'm going to call this id_rsa without any extensions. This is our public key. So I'm going to get this public key, copy that, and inside SSH access in Hostinger, I'm going to paste this and we can give it some name. I'm going to click on add record. Next, check the following open source repository in the video description, and you can find this on my GitHub as well. Scroll down below and we're going to copy this composer require command. Let's open our Laravel Vue project locally, open terminal, paste this composer require, and hit the enter. Next, we're going to copy the following environment variables and put them inside project's en file. We're going to get our server's IP address and put this here, port, username, and the directory. The directory will be our domain name. And finally, go to your GitHub account, click on your avatar, then settings, scroll down below, developer settings, personal access tokens, fine-grained token. Click on generate new token, give it some name, scroll down below and choose the specific repository. I'm generating this token only for the following repository. And I'm going to give two main permissions. First is going to be administration, and second is going to be secrets. For both, I'm going to give read and write. By giving these read and write permissions, the following open source package will be able to communicate to our GitHub repository and add deploy key there, as well as secret variables for automatic deployment. Now I'm going to click on generate token, copy this token, and put in our en file. Next, we're going to copy this all-in-one command. We're going to paste this in terminal of our project locally and hit the enter. Now, as you can see, SSH connection has been successfully established. GitHub API connection was successful as well. It is performing npm run build locally. This has been completed. Now it is generating SSH keys on the server. It has been completed as well. It is checking the website folder and we're going to get the following message. Non-Laravel project detected in the following folder. And we have two options to replace it or cancel, and we're going to replace it. Now it finished the deployment, everything was successful, it generated the following GitHub secrets, and it also created the following file in our project repository. We can click on this and open in the browser, and look at this. This is Laravel plus Vue.js on Hostinger deployed, up and running, working We have these changes to install our deployment package, as well as this hostinger deploy.yml file, which is the automatic deployment workflow file. Feel free to have a look at these, customize as you want, then commit and push. And every time you commit and push something on main branch, it is going to be automatically deployed. Just to prove what I'm saying, I'm going to open this welcome.view file, and I'm going to remove this let get started with and only leave Laravel plus view on hostinger. Next, I'm going to commit and push everything. We can see several actions are running at the same time. 2 of them comes with Laravel's default installation, and that hostinger deploy is what we added. If we open this and have a look, there are 3 jobs running. 2 of them are already successfully completed. Deploy on hostinger is still in progress. Okay, as you can see, this has been also completed. Let's go on the website, refresh it, and now we see a Laravel plus view on hostinger. Congratulations, you have perfect deployment setup of your Laravel project. And that's it. I have shown you how you can deploy your Laravel projects to shared hosting, first manually and then using this open source package with single Artisan command. With this Artisan command, you can deploy a typical Blade Laravel projects, Vue.js or React ones, or even APIs. In fact, I use the same deployment method to deploy my Laravel API on shared hosting. If you find this video helpful, please hit the like, subscribe, and drop a comment telling me which deployment method you prefer and why. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.